You're sitting in a chair staring at the screen. Everything feels stable, defined. But if you pull back the curtain of reality, what you'll see is a kaleidoscope of layers, overlapping timelines, parallel versions of you. You've already lived in the world where Earth is a spinning globe. That was your first install. They told you about gravity, the third rock from the sun, rockets, the moon. And you believed it. That was your base timeline. Then came the glitch. Someone said, "This world? It's a simulation. That Antarctica isn't just ice, but the cooling unit of a massive quantum processor." You read about it, and something inside you whispered, "This could be true." And in that moment, you activated a new branch of reality. Later, you heard we're not floating in space. We're underwater. That this world is an ark, sealed beneath a dome. And again it clicked. Another version unlocked, not because it was new, but because now, you could see it. Some live in a world divided into cells, where Earth is a grid bordered by icy walls hiding entire civilizations. As you hear this, that reality wakes up too. You think you choose what's real, but it's not like that. All versions already exist, simultaneously. And like in the quantum experiment, it's your attention, your observation, that decides which version becomes active. You live in superposition, infinite branches. And life? It's the gradual narrowing of your focus. But you can always expand again. You're not in the world. You're among worlds. Now imagine walking into a library, but not a normal one, a quantum library. On its shelves are no books, only realities. One is the globe. One is the dome. Another is the processor. One shows the ark beneath the sea. Another, a giant eye. Each one is a full reality. And when you open the cover, when you believe, you enter. Just like that. They're not imaginary. They're paused, waiting. And your attention is the launch command. That's why people argue. One sees a globe, another sees a cage. One believes in God, another in numbers. Each is inside their branch, living proof of what they've chosen to believe. Because belief is activation code. Even when you change your mind, the old reality doesn't vanish, it sleeps until you call it again. You could have been born in a Catholic family and believed in Jesus, or in India worshipping Shiva, or raised by atheists. What if all of those are true? Not metaphorically, but literally. They all exist simultaneously. Until you choose. You believe in astrology. You activate that stream. You think it's nonsense. You shut it down. Same with talismans, magic, dreams. Their power isn't in the object. It's in the observer. You. You wear a charm. It works only if you believe. You were born under Leo. It matters only if you care. You think black cats are bad luck, and they will be in that branch. Each thought is a doorway. Each belief, a portal. You can live in the world where spells work, where synchronicities lead the way, where your thoughts shape matter, but only if you choose it. Otherwise, that world turns off. You make the choice, and then you live its consequences. That's quantum reality, not one truth but many. And the version you get is the one you choose to play. You look in the mirror, same face, same eyes, but across branches, different yous. One is free, another trapped. One a traveler, another always indoors. All of them exist, right now, waiting. You walk down the street and think, what if I'd made a different choice back then? In that moment, you brush against an alternate life. You feel it, but you don't enter. Why? Because entry requires more than thought. It requires a decision, a surrender of the old self. To leave the familiar script, even if it's empty, and step into one unknown. That's where freedom is. That's the real portal. The Matrix isn't holding you, it's listening. It responds not to wishes, but to energy, to your internal setting, to what you truly activate. Your new timeline already exists, but it won't play until you press start. Yesterday, a viewer messaged me. She got her dream job offer, in another city, but she's already in a decent job, safe, stable, and now she stands in quantum superposition. This is not a metaphor, it's real. Most people sleep through their choices. They don't see doors because they stopped looking. They generate no signal, no vibration. They stay in script mode, and script mode is survival mode. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat. But move, even slightly, and the universe shifts. It answers, with options, with chances, with signs, not just one, but two. Not just a whisper, but a doorway. And now, it's on you. The more awake you are, the more paths appear, the more clarity you get, and the more you realize this story is yours. So here's the real question. Are you ready to live the version of you that's already awake? Because your life is not a line. It's a web, a lightning network of timelines, waiting for your choice. This isn't just a video. It's your signal, your mirror. The scenario has been activated. Now take the next step.